If your skincare routine takes longer than 15 minutes and your skin still does not look the way you want it to, I can almost guarantee that the length of your routine is part of the problem. Not because you are doing too little, because you are doing too much, in the wrong order, to a skin barrier that has been quietly struggling under the weight of everything you have been throwing at it. I want you to actually think about what your shelf looks like right now. The serums you bought because someone with great skin recommended them. The acids you added because you read they would fix the thing the retinol was not fixing fast enough. The essence you squeezed in between the toner and the vitamin C because a routine breakdown you saw online made it look non-negotiable. Now think about whether any of those things have actually moved the needle in a way you could clearly feel and see, or whether your skin has just been in a constant state of managed tolerance, never quite reacting badly enough to make you stop, but never quite thriving the way it did before the shelf got this full. That gap between tolerating and thriving is exactly what this video is about. And the answer is not another product. It is the courage to take things away. Here is the thing about long skincare routines that nobody in the beauty industry has a financial incentive to explain. Every product you add to your routine is not just adding a benefit, it is also adding a variable. And the more variables you have running simultaneously on your skin every single day, the harder it becomes to know what is working, what is not, what is causing a reaction, and what is quietly making everything worse while you keep reaching for the next solution. Most people with complicated multi-product routines have no idea which of their 15 products is actually doing anything, because they have never isolated one long enough to find out. They just know that their skin feels like it needs all of them, which is often itself a symptom of a barrier that has been disrupted by having too many things applied to it for too long. The first step in cutting your routine without losing your glow is what I call a hard reset, and it is more aggressive than most people are comfortable with at first. For 1 week, just 7 days, reduce your entire routine to 3 products: a gentle, low pH cleanser, a simple moisturizer with ceramides, an SPF in the morning. That is it. Nothing active, nothing exfoliating, nothing targeting any specific concern, just the bare minimum required to keep your skin clean, hydrated, and protected. I know the instinct is to panic at the idea of removing everything at once, but here is what I need you to understand before that panic takes over. Your skin has a memory. It remembers what it felt like before the shelf got full, and given even 1 week of breathing room, it will start moving back toward that baseline faster than you expect. Your skin is not broken, it is just busy. Your skin is going to do something during this week that will tell you everything you need to know about where it actually is right now. If it calms down, clears up, and starts looking more even and alive, that is your barrier recovering from chronic overtreatment. If specific concerns become more visible without all the actives on top, you now know exactly what you are actually dealing with and can address it precisely, rather than spraying everything at it at once. Either outcome is information, and information about your own skin is worth more than any individual product you could add back in. The second step is reintroducing products one at a time, with at least a week between each addition. This is the part that feels painfully slow but is genuinely the only way to build a routine where every single product earns its place, rather than just occupying space on your shelf. Add one product. Use it every day for a week. Evaluate honestly. Is your skin visibly better with this in your routine, or is the difference so subtle you are mostly just hoping? If the answer is genuinely yes, it stays. If the answer is mostly hope, it goes. And before you add the next product, give it another full week to make sure the previous one has had time to show you its actual effect without anything new competing for your attention. This process will take longer than feels necessary, and it will produce a routine that is probably 4 or 5 products at most. Those 4 or 5 products will outperform the 15 you were using before, because your skin will finally be able to fully absorb and respond to each of them without being overwhelmed by the others. The third step is the hardest one psychologically, which is actually getting rid of the products that did not make the cut, rather than keeping them just in case. I want to talk about this because I think the just-in-case mentality is one of the main reasons most people's routines keep expanding, even when they know they should be simplifying. You spent money on that vitamin C serum, you read good things about that retinol. The glycolic acid toner was recommended by someone whose skin you admired. Getting rid of them feels like wasting both the money you already spent and the potential results you have not given them a fair chance to deliver. But here is the reframe. Every product sitting on your shelf that is not in your active rotation is not waiting to help you. It is waiting to tempt you back into the complexity that compromised your barrier in the first place. On a tired night, on a bad skin day, on a day when you feel like nothing is working, those products are the ones you reach for. And reaching for them on those days is almost always the thing that sets your skin back to where you started. Clear the shelf. Keep what earned its place. Let everything else go. The fourth step is about maintaining the simplicity once you have found it, which turns out to be its own separate skill. Because the beauty industry is not going to stop releasing new things. Your favorite creators are not going to stop talking about new ingredients. And there is a specific kind of temptation that comes from having good skin. The feeling that you could push further, do more, optimize it even beyond where it already is. This is the place where most people recomplicate their routines. Things are going well, so they add something new. Things continue going well, so they add another. And slowly, without noticing the moment it happened, they are back to 12 products and wondering why their skin is reacting again. The protection against this is a rule I want you to actually write down somewhere. 1 in, 1 out. Every time you want to add something new to your routine, you have to identify what it is replacing. Not supplementing, replacing. If you cannot make the case for what it replaces, it does not belong in your routine yet, no matter how good the ingredient sounds or how many people swear by it. Your routine is not a collection, it is a selection, and the discipline of the selection is what keeps the glow you worked to build. The fifth step is about timing, and this is where I want to get specific because I think it is genuinely the most underexplained part of skincare simplification. Most people think about what they apply, but very few people think carefully about when they apply it or how long they let it absorb before the next thing. Two products that would work beautifully in isolation can actively compete with each other if applied immediately one after the other, because neither has had time to properly absorb before the next one creates a barrier over it. The rule that changes everything here is 30 seconds minimum between each layer, and longer is almost always better. Apply your toner or essence, pat it in, and genuinely wait until your skin feels like it has absorbed it before you move to the next step. Same with your serum. Same with your moisturizer before SPF. This sounds simple because it is, but most people are applying 4 products in 90 seconds and then wondering why their routine feels heavy or why their products seem to pill on top of each other. Slow the application down. Let each layer settle. A 3-product routine applied slowly and intentionally will always outperform a 10-product routine applied in a rush, and your skin will prove this to you within about 2 weeks if you let it. So here is what a simplified routine actually looks like in practice. Morning, gentle cleanser, 1 active if your skin has earned one, moisturizer, SPF. Evening, double cleanse if you are wearing SPF or makeup, 1 targeted treatment, moisturizer, and on 3 nights a week a final seal with something occlusive to let everything underneath fully absorb overnight. That is it. That is the whole thing. And the glow you are going to see from a barrier that is finally getting to function properly. From products that are finally reaching your skin without fighting through 6 others to get there, from a routine that takes 5 minutes instead of 30. That glow is going to make everything you cut feel completely worth it.